Kohberger's arrest, I actually saw somebody mention Dr. Ramsland on Twitter. And then I realized, there was a connection there through DeSales University. Like, personally, my first reaction was just like my stomach churned, and I literally physically got ill. I live with chronic PTSD. I've been pretty invested in the Idaho case. I've been keeping up with the news and the true crime community. I've been quietly invested in the case, and so I was pretty shocked to find out that there was a connection to Ramsland and potentially a connection to my father, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Do you think you may have had any sort of communication with your father?
Kohberger could definitely have had communication with my father. It's very common for criminology students, and in general, the true crime community, or just fans or people that are curious in general, to contact my father via mail. And occasionally they do speak to him on the phone. Knowing how personally connected Ramsland is to my father, I would not be surprised if Kohberger had at least tried to write my father. We're going to need to see letters. I mean, potentially, if Kohberger has contacted my father, there would be letters in Kohberger's house, and also in my father's jail cell. Kind of shocked how far he's made it into the criminology fields. But it's happened before. My father has a criminal justice degree. D'Angelo, Golden State Killer, he has one. Bundy, I believe, studied criminal law. So it happens. I mean, you can be an expert on psychopaths, and they're still going to trick you. On the other hand, after being raised by a psychopath, I do know that they can hide very easily. That they can put on several masks and basically change how they're interacting with you, mimic you. Basically, a lot of times they're saying to you what they think you want to hear.
I mean, he's just a suspect at this point. What can you say about what his family may be going through?
Kohberger's family is going through utter hell, I assure you. I mean, at this moment, we have no reason to suspect that they knew. We're going to have to wait on law enforcement, innocent until proven guilty. So, as of now, we have no reason to suspect they had any involvement, they had any knowledge. I know people are out there saying, well, what about the car, and that the father supposedly drove home Kohberger from college. I get it. But I was home for Christmas in December of 2004. Stayed at my father's house probably for like a week and a half. That was the last time I saw him. He was already kind of involved for several months with BTK communications with the Wichita police. I vaguely knew about that, but I was not, invested in it. I wasn't really looking at it. And my father would have been the last person I would have suspected. But I spent a while trying to defend my father. Saying, hey, he's a Boy Scout leader, he's a church leader, he's a really good dad, he took me camping and fishing, he's basically like my best friend. Like, there's no way this man did what you're saying. And for me, 7 of the murders took place before I was born. So I didn't even know about the BTK cases until 2004 when my father came back up in communication. So, but my father was confessing within 6 or 7 hours of that day. And so we were called by the FBI that night and told that he was confessing. And I literally was like, he's confessing to what? You're still just in complete shock and denial and arguing, with the FBI. And then they said they had found the linos that my father had taken from the victim's crime scenes inside my house. But we didn't, my family didn't speak to the media. We were told early on by the FBI, don't talk to the media, it's going to make things worse. And I was like, make what worse? By the first day, I saw a video of you knocking on their door. Like, that was my reality of cameras, in my hallway, in my apartment, people knocking on the door trying to get interviews. I know you guys have a job. I get that now. Early on, I was so angry at the media. I was angry at the media, angry at the FBI. I just angry at everything.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, knocking on the door yesterday, but sometimes people
it's your job.
also like sometimes you're surprised and they want to talk.
They want to talk, and I mean that's a right of